When I heard about the event, and obviously the timing was quite amusing to me that it was a European Union funded event. I'm sure there is a joke, but actually it's all so depressing and so difficult, I think it would be wholly inappropriate to take it any further. So I'd just like to welcome everyone. Obviously we've had people from across Europe, from across the UK, and also from Suffolk County Council. It's been a real buzz down in Endeavour House today, and it's been really good to see so many different ideas coming forward. I did a quick tour around myself, and I know lots of my cabinet members did as well. So we really appreciate the effort you've made to come and join us today, and I look forward to hearing a very busy afternoon discussion. So thanks very much and welcome.
Brilliant, right, thanks Matthew. Yeah, so I'm Chris Bally, I'm Deputy Chief Executive of County Council, from me as well, welcome to everybody, welcome to our European partners. As Matthew said, it's an interesting time to be in the UK at the moment. Also, sort of like welcome to our partners who've been in the showcase and sort of like SEC staff as well. So it's great to see so many people here this afternoon. What we've tried to do this week, so about 12 months ago we did a showcase in our building, and it was a huge success. We had sort of like a few companies in, lots of staff very interested in it, and one of the things that came out of it was that we'll do it on an annual basis, we'll do it again. And when we were thinking about this one, we said, well actually it'd be really good if we made it bigger and better, and making the connection with the Eulike project was something that was suggested by Leslie and by Kevin. We're hugely grateful to Leslie and Kevin for all they've done in terms of organising the sessions this week. But it's a great opportunity to learn, and that is obviously one of the objectives of the Eulike programme, is transnational learning. So I've had some great conversations over lunch talking about the challenges that we all face across Europe, whether that's housing, whether that's vulnerable people, whether that's roads and highways. There's a whole load of things that we all have in common, and we're going to hear some great presentations this afternoon about the projects. Our digital programme is very much focused on, not necessarily on the technology, but on the application of technology and the use of the internet to deliver the services that we deliver as councils. And that's really sort of like the thing that we're trying to get across, is our digital business, not a digital programme. So it's great to see people sort of like representing our services here this afternoon from the programmes team as well. I'm also delighted to welcome, hopefully, Dominic Campbell and Mark from City Fibre, as well, who are going to sort of like do a couple of keynote presentations. So one of those about sort of like digital in local government in the UK, and also one about smart cities and the UK Smart Cities agenda. So we're really interested to hear from that. I think the only other thing I'm going to say is, there are no fire alarms planned this afternoon. So if there is, please follow the, follow the exits. And if you do need the toilet, nip through there. That's where they are this afternoon. And obviously, you can admire the home of football at any moment if you want. Well, the home of football in League One, anyway. That is my team, by the way, so there you go. This afternoon, I'm going to liken this afternoon to a bit of speed dating. So it's going to be really rapid. There's loads of stuff to get through, there's loads of presentations, there's loads to learn. I would encourage you to, I could say this very carefully, if you see a project you like, you see something you like, take a note of it and grab that person in the break, grab that place and exchange sort of like business cards. And ask questions. There'll be an opportunity sort of like in the break to have a bit of networking, and then at the end of the session. But we're going to rattle through the presentations at quite a pace, and there's quite a lot of information to get through. So with that, I think I'm handing over. So there you go. What's that? Brilliant.
Hey. Hi everyone. Thank you for having me today. I'm Nadia. I work for the City of Groningen as a project manager for the Social Services Department. I came to tell you something more about serious gaming today. We've been doing a project with the City of Rotterdam, but they had to catch a plane, so I need to excuse them, so sorry for that. Today I would like to tell you something more about serious gaming, our scope, target groups, our approach, and I'm also telling you something more about the approach of Rotterdam and our collaboration within the Like project. So, And there's also time for questions in the discussion. Well, I don't know if there's time, but Leslie will we'll see. Okay. Does anyone ever does anyone have experience with serious gaming? Oh, one. Okay. Never played one? Yeah? Okay. Well, what is serious gaming? It's the creative use of media technology to bring about change and also enable behavioral change in some context. So when you play a certain game, for instance, for example, the hospital of Groningen uses the games to coach people to stop smoking. When coaching people, people use it as a tool. In the northern part of the Netherlands, there are lots of projects going on with the use of serious gaming. So there are several examples. So in this case, we thought my Department of Social Services, where I work, we have 11,000 citizens living of welfare. Another 6,000 citizens who we help with debt relief. Our citizens who stop by and we help for debt relief is an estimated 60,000 euros. So, and there's a 36-month period of coaching and debt relief, and after that we give the citizens their own financials back. But what we often see is that there's a relapse, because when one has never learned to make financial decisions or to handle the monthly expenses, it's a negative cycle. So we'd like to coach our citizens more to develop financial skills. But we find it hard for citizens find it hard to be easy. So what they usually do is they create a better world. So the employer of the city of Groningen asks all these questions. What mistakes did you make? So it's really difficult to talk about those mistakes. And serious gaming creates an environment where it's safe to make mistakes, because we use an avatar. Those Muppets you see over there, those are the avatars, and the avatars make the mistakes. So it's easier to talk about someone else's mistakes than talking about your own mistakes. So I already told you something about the scope, because it's about being able to make the right choices, and yeah, decisions are crucial in people's lives when making one big mistake. So we're starting a proof of concept. The University of Groningen and the NHL University of Applied Sciences are involved and are the partners within this project. The university will test the effects on 4 test groups within this year. We'll play 4 types of games, and the test groups are from the ages of 18 till 25, single mothers, elderly, and working single people. And we'll try to see if there's a difference in approach and in behavior when playing those games. And there's a total of 100 participants this year. And 10 employees play with 10 clients, so that makes a total of 100. We have such a thing as, it's called the Mobility Mentoring Project. It's a method developed in Boston to enable to help employees gain coaching skills, and the Serious Gaming project is part of the Mobility Mentoring project that we're implementing this coming year. Well, we'll play a total of 4 times this year, like I mentioned, and we're adapting the level When some people find it easy to play, we'll step up the level, make it more difficult. But when people find it difficult to play, we'll make it more easy. So we can mix and match within the games, and the employees can look whether questions. There's no such thing as wrong or right, and the right answer it's always right. So people can be enabled and empowered to make decisions and feel free to play the game and to talk about it. This is the canvas the NHL University created for the games. It's all about knowledge transfer. So there's the current situation of the citizen. For example, we have persona Anna, who is 32 years old, got a divorce, quite ugly, had to sell her house, and has a debt of estimated 50,000 euros, and has to live off 50 euros a week with 2 children. That's the current situation. The mistakes she makes are she's buying too many presents for the children, so she doesn't, because she feels guilty, and she wants her children to participate with the other children, despite not having money. That's the current situation. And she knows it's wrong, and she knows it's a difficult situation for her. But what we like is the aspired situation, to be, for her to be aware of this temporary situation, and it's a 36-month period, and after that life will get better. So it's about talking how to create a better future for her, despite having it hard now. There's this model that will transfer the experience to the aspired situation, and with every game played, people will gain more skills and more competences. So that's a bit of our approach. Rotterdam has a bureau for multi-problem families. It's called the Frontline Service. And the Frontline Service is quite anonymous. It's part of the city of Rotterdam, but it doesn't have the logos of the city of Rotterdam on them, or it's like a community center, despite all the employees being employees from the city of Rotterdam. So it's a different approach. So it makes multi-problem families, it makes the city of Rotterdam more accessible to multi-problem families. But Groningen is the second poorest city of the Netherlands. Rotterdam is the first. So in this context, it's quite interesting to exchange knowledge on this field, because our citizens have the same problems. So this is they've hired a gamification bureau, and along with I'm sorry, I will wrap it up. It all well, Rotterdam developed a card game. That's the bottom line. The outcome should be what works for the client is effective and reduces stress, because that's what we're also dealing with. Our clients have are under lots of stress, and when they're under lots of stress, they aren't able to make the right decisions, and aren't willing to have that good conversation, or to battle their problems. So their game is analog, ours is digital, so that's the difference. This is how it looks, and they're testing next week, or as we speak. Well, next week, I guess. And we're exchanging knowledge together. The city of Groningen and the city of Rotterdam will discuss the outcomes and see how and when we can work together. So this was it. Any questions? I don't know if there's time left.
I don't think there's any time for questions, I'm afraid, not this time around, but hopefully you'll be able to find you in the break if anybody's got any questions for you. So thank you, Nadia.